Hello everyone, it's Outrider here and welcome to another week in toys. Today's Sunday the 16th of April and it's a day of the NEC Toyfair. I went down and I saw Metal with Luffy and James, I saw Magnum Prime, I saw Toys R Us, I saw Mr. Wilderness from a distance, a long distance away over toy shelves, and I saw a few other people as well, but we'll get onto that in a moment because I've picked up a couple of things before the NEC Toyfair. One of the things I have picked up, and I can't remember if I said it in last week in toys, and I know I don't really talk games, but I picked up Resident Evil 4, which is a remake of the GameCube. I think it was on PS2 as well. Classic, brilliant, great game, really happy I picked it up. Getting back into my game in a little bit. Well, I'm on chapter 12 of 16, so I've nearly finished it. Pretty awesome, I recommend it. Now, I picked up a few bits when I was off with my son. And I picked up this one from, I forget the shop, it's a toy shop in Coventry, I forget what it's called. But my first Rise of the Beast figure, you might have saw the Toy Town, that's what it was called. You might have seen the short I did on this. This is Rhinox, but it's not a robot Rhinox that turns into a robot, oh no. It's a Rhinox that opens up his bum and turns into a Gatling gun, which is a very, very odd thing. I think this was a £5 or something like that. I just bought it because I thought it was a bit of fun. There's a Skull Cruncher Crocodile as well, which looks pretty good. But yeah, I picked up that was a £5, pretty cool. I also picked up Friends Are Here, my second Rise of the Beast figure. I've got the Core Class RC, and I picked up this from Game. This thing is lovely, but it was loose as anything. It was a floppy mess straight out of the packet, so I had to do the old nail polish on the joints. But the paint on it is beautiful. And it turns into like a cannon thing and a gun, a target master. I actually bought this not to be Rise of the Beast Freezer, as he's called. I'm going to put him as my stand-in for Frenzy, so he's going to go on my 2007 Decepticon shelf for now. I think they are going to retool this into Frenzy now. I think it would be a cool version. I don't need to change the head really and the paint and all that. But yeah, a little bit expensive these. I think they're about 14 quid each, but there we go. I also got this from Sutton Coldfield, and I saw this very figure just after Christmas, and it was 15 quid, and I went in there, it was reduced to a £5 in the packet, but the packet's since gone. This is one of these reaction figures, and it's Optimus Prime. So I have the Alpha Trion and the Devastator that Rudy Zazoo bought me for, I think, birthdays or Christmas. I can't remember when it was, but Rudy Zazoo got me in both. I've got the Hot Rod, I've now got the Prime, and maybe I've found a few more of these as well at the NEC Toyfair. A little spoiler for later on. But these are alright, aren't they? I think they're about, anything sub a tenner for these, I think they're pretty decent money. Anything more than that, then I feel they're a little bit much. And I think I've got them all on sale or either as gifts. But yeah, so I picked up Optimus here. He was a £5. And that was all of the Toyfair pickups. So the pre-Toyfair pickups, sorry about that. So shall we go on to the stuff I picked up from the Toyfair? So I got this from James. This is a sword for Menasor. It's not a 5mm port though. That's the only issue with this. So it might need sanding down. But I'm going to have a look. I might have to cut it there, say about there, and then sand these down to 5mm. But I might have a go at that later, just to give Menasor a bit of a better sword. I also am tempted to spray this silver. The clear plastic thing. I might give it a go, bit of fun in it. But yeah, a sword for Menasor. Cheers for that, James. I think he got this as a pre-order update, upgrade to. He bought the add-on kit for Menasor and all that stuff. I've got some thigh extenders, but I don't know if I'm going to get the rest. So I think this is a bit of a project, and it's a bit bigger than I think it's about 7mm this is, so just need to sand it a little bit and see how I get on there. But cheers for that, James, appreciate that a lot, and I hope you like your £1 a litre, is it a litre one? A litre one that I got here, and your hot rod thing and all that kind of stuff. So now on to the actual pickups where I spend money, and the first thing I picked up, I saw this guy holding this in his hand, and I saw this when I was in Toy Town, in that toy shop where I picked up the Rhinox from. And this was reduced from 30 quid to 20 quid, and I thought it's still a bit much. This was £5 from the Toyfair. This is the Micro Fleet, I think it's called, Razor Crest. And this is kind of like the Action Fleet, if you remember Action Fleet from when we were a lot younger, the late 90s, wasn't it? Little version of ships come with little figures. And when I first saw it, I thought, well, if it's for a fiver, I'll take it without the figures. But then I looked down and I saw they had these on the stall as well, and these are the figures that actually came with it: Mandalorian, Grief Karga, and the Child. So I thought, you know what? I said to him, "Oh, are these included with it? Because they come with it." And he went, "Yeah, mate, that's fine." So I mean, these ain't too bad. And I've looked at reviews, and this is actually complete. I'm really shocked, but it is complete. And the actual Mandalorian has a backpack on that's detachable as well. Because when I looked at this, there should be a backpack hanging inside. It's like, oh well, that's missing. It doesn't matter. But it's actually on the back of the Mandalorian. So this has got a load of stuff. So it's got like little landing gear that open. The door opens here. That landing gear goes up and down. We've got this top bit here. We've got this part here. It's one of the top panel definitely comes off because I've done it. Yeah, there we go. So the top comes off. I think this side panel comes off as well. Yeah, it does. And it's got a little carbonite dude in there. I don't know if you can see that. So it's a pretty good, decent little playset. Oh, there's also another pod there. There's another bit inside there where you can put a figure in there. Yeah, I mean it's pretty awesome for a fiver. Like, I think the sad thing is, like, the Razor Crest was just such an amazing ship, and it just got blown to bits, didn't it? Was it season 2 of The Mandalorian? I think it was. But I really hope that they do the Naboo fight, or what he's got now, whatever it's called. But yeah, this is a lovely, lovely thing. Really, really happy to have it. And as I say, the figures aren't too bad either. They look alright, don't they? So for a fiver, I can't really moan at that. And also for a fiver, I picked up a Metal Hawk figure. This is severely yellowed, as you can see. And why did I buy this? Well, I picked it up simply because I'm never going to pay through the nose for a Metal Hawk figure because of all the gold plastic, and even this has got gold plastic on here. Don't even know how this opens up, to be honest with you, or if it fits inside. Or, I mean, this is a little bit broken here. I never noticed that, but I haven't got a Metal Hawk figure apart from the latest what's it called, Evolution figure. And like, he was a fiver, and I thought, why not? He's a bit battered, he's a bit worn, but he'll do. And he's just another one of these figures where I haven't had the mould before, and I know it doesn't transform, and I know it's missing some bits, right, in order for it to transform even. But, you know, at least I've experienced the mould for a fiver. Anyhow, maybe sit on my desk for a little bit, keep me company. So I picked up that. What else did I pick up? I picked up some bits from a store. A big tub of like basic Transformers stuff, just like broken parts and that. And I picked up this because I need this part for my Jetfire. I need the other one as well. I went through the box. I could not see the other one for the life of me. So yeah, I picked up that, and I also picked up this Micromaster train. I think these are quite expensive. It's got his part with him. I don't know what it's called, like the chest part. But yeah, I picked up him. I've got another one of these somewhere in my Micromaster box. But yeah, I thought a bit worn, bit love, but you know what? I'm going to take it. It was $5. I also picked up this for a chap called Simon, who I met at a local Toyfair. I've messaged him. I don't know if he still needs it, but he bought a RID Prime, and basically it was missing the gun, and I saw this in that box, so I got all of these bits here for a fiver, which was alright. So if you're watching this, then that's yours. By the way, I've messaged you on Insta. And then I picked up these two things. I saw them on the way in, and they offered me 15 quid from both, and on the way out I was a bit lucky, and I thought, why not? Two of these reactions figures, so yes, there is a few more. I was only going to get the movie ones of these, but like, well, these were technically in the movie, weren't they? But Rumble I actually quite fancied before. I think he looks alright. I thought he had some bloody ab crunch then. It's his hips. But yeah, these worked out about $7.50 each, and I didn't think that was too bad. And they are quite cool. I do like these reaction figures, and I think like sub £10 Like, as I said about Prime, I think they are worth it. But yeah, so I picked up those two as well, which is pretty awesome. And then there was one big purchase, and I saw this at other Toyfairs for like 80 quid, 90 quid in the box. This was sitting there on the store, haggled a bit, got it for 35 quid. It is the Takara Powermaster Optimus Prime. I love Powermaster Optimus Prime, and I think the Hasbro version of this was a massive, massive letdown and disappointment. This isn't much better, right, but it is better. And I've got a little display over there of like the season 4 characters, and I thought, you know what, it will go with those. He is complete. It comes with a lovely Prime head, and Haikyuu is now a headmaster, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it comes with that. The arms have been retooled, so there's different transformation here. There's different feet, and these feet aren't great, to be honest with you. They don't even look like feet, but I can understand what they've tried to do. The cab itself is a proper truck. And it looks like the Powermaster is inserted in his chest, which is pretty cool. These are the same as the Titan Returns one. He's got new blasters as well. But yeah, it looks nice. And for the price of a now Voyager figure, I've got a Takara Leader class figure, so I was quite happy to pick up that. Yeah, I thought he was alright. There wasn't that much. There was a lot of Transformers stuff there, but the issue is, with a lot of the Transformers stuff now, is I've got most of it. So it's difficult for me to try and find something I really want to buy. They did have Brave Maximus for 400 quid and a Takara Shockwave for 400 quid boxed. I said to Luffy I would have been very, very tempted if they had the G1 Fort Max, but I wasn't going to fork out that much. And I didn't want to fork out that much either. Let's face it, things are expensive at the moment. So, you know what, I spent about 50 quid. And that was nice for the Toyfair. I actually sold something to Luffy as well for 25, so it weren't too bad. But yeah, I've done alright. I'm really, really happy with what I picked up. In editing, I actually realised that I'd forgot to mention something, and I picked up this fella from Game. It's Axe Wolf, one of the Mandalorians from The Mandalorian. And I've been after him for a while. I wanted to get him because he's from The Mandalorian, and I only get Black Series stuff now from The Mandalorian. And he was $11.99, so it was pretty decent. He comes with his helmet and his jetpack, which I think has fallen off over there, but he's pretty awesome. So yeah, another little pickup that I forgot to tell you about. While I was looking around as well, I met Vintage Toy Rush. Awesome guy, had a great chat to him. Apparently he'd been following me for a while and those type of things. It's always nice to meet people who watch your videos, but it still throws me off a little bit when people do, but it's great to chat to people who enjoy the crap that I do. So lovely to meet you, mate. Give him a follow, give him a subscribe. I'll put a link to his channel below. Awesome to meet you, mate, and it's always great to chat to like-minded people, as I say. And I think that's it from this week in toys. So it's going to be a little bit of a shorter one. Yes, I really enjoyed the toy fair. I'm actually working up Newcastle next week, so I'm going to see Mr. Shooty for an evening, which will be quite nice. And I believe we might be swapping a few bots, so we'll see how that goes as well. But I'll let you know what happens next week in Week in Toys. So until next time, I've been Zort Rider, and I'll catch you again really, really soon.